Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Sunday, February 16th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner and I give personal readings for you. I do that, especially if you're having some things going on in your life, or if you'd like a little clarity, or if you're having trouble reaching your spirit guides. I can teach you how to do that. So if you'd like to book an appointment with me, all my information is down below. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you can simply email me, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. I accept appointments on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I'm looking forward to seeing you or talking with you soon. Okay, let's jump into our cards for Sunday. So first off, let's just get it out there. Mercury has gone in retrograde. So what's that mean? You know, it doesn't mean a whole lot. It means that it means a lot to some people. Some communications may break down, and certainly our cards today confirm that, but it is really about having the awareness that Mercury, which is the planet of communication, 3 times a year goes into a retrograde, and some people on Earth believe that that really impacts how we interact with others, or our communication can get wonky, let's say. So know that this period only lasts for about 3 weeks. It's going to go on until about March 9th, which I can't even believe March will be here in the blink of an eye. In 3 weeks, 21 days away or so. Less than that until we're in March. So see how communication works? You know, I'm always stumbling on words, so just bear that in mind for this next period. If you have to sign a contract, try and delay it until early March. Oftentimes computers will break down, my uploads might not work, Wi-Fi might get spotty, a lot of electronical things might happen. So those are just signs of Mercury, the planet of communication, going through its own shadow side. So just bear with it. I know some of you Pisceans out there are really good at navigating Mercury retrograde, so it's not a terrible thing for everyone. So just keep that in mind. All right, into the cards. So our first card today is from the Suit of Wands, and as we know, the wands are specifically represent the fire signs, and our second card is from Swords, which is the air sign. So this is a general reading anyway for all of us. So the first card we have today is the Five of Wands, which is this, and we've had it a lot lately. This Five of Wands keeps showing up, and I shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and meditate before I do my reading. So what's this card all about? Well, obviously these guys are in a conflict, and they're equally matched. As you can see, they each hold a rod, and they're one in the back arm here. Somebody's been working on their glutes, and there's a rod broken in between them. So this is a conflict between two equally matched people. So, and one is lighter and one is darker in color. So I always believe this is about the inner conflict between ourselves, our light and our dark side. And I know so many of you are going through, and we all are going through our big transitions right now. Big changes are happening for us on all sorts of levels. So this card is really, oh my God, Spirit's saying a warning, but you know, I don't really believe in that. I say take this as an advantage that there may be some conflict around here. Now, the first thing to do, I love there's this rooster right down here too, this little cock. So somebody's being a dick to you. Maybe that's what that's all about. Just pay attention. Not all conflict is bad. Okay, all right. So Spirit is like downloading and saying, first of all, it's important to look at if you're having some inner conflict with yourself. Especially those I'm hearing for the work situation, people who are changing jobs or leaving jobs or looking for jobs or starting their own job, or I keep hearing work. And then there's this conflict because there's this old belief that, you know, my generation, businesses took care of their employees, and now that's not the case. We're all very disposable, which is just how the nature of capitalism is evolving. So if you are in conflict about your work, pay attention to that and notice where your conflicts lie. And if somebody is coming at you, if you are being attacked, or if somebody is passively, aggressively lashing out at you because their own stuff has been triggered by something that you've done that they're not articulating, notice the conflict and just, it really is about standing your ground. There is something to be said for standing up for ourselves in conflict and growing from conflict. Not all conflict is bad. I know so many of you who are watching have come from traumatic experiences, and conflict can be a reminder of the bad stuff that's out there in the world. But it really is about you using your skills. It's like these guys are really like Tai Chi masters or martial art masters. They know how to push but not get hurt. So just pay attention to the conflict. And then for the Three of Swords that came up, which is from the Mother Peace Tarot deck, which is very bright, and it was these three women who are all fighting to be the leader. So all of these are all conflict cards that are coming up. The three, so it's about finding your position and really making way so that you can stand firmly in your power. And, you know, the reality is that we deal with people all day long, everywhere, in all kinds of ways. We deal with them on the phone or in person, or when we have to go run errands or go to medical doctors or whatever. So just pay attention as to where your conflict might be and who is that for. So I did a lot of prayer, and I was like, Spirit, let's go to Denise Linn. Let's see what she says today. What's the best action to take care of for today? And we get the beautiful grounding card. And I absolutely love this card, not only for the color, and this woman who is reclined with a book under a tree where she feels very secure and very stable and very protected by this big tree, watching the water. And the message says, go deep, explore your roots. Sorry, my hair's bugging me. So exploring your roots, really getting grounded. This is where the wisdom is. And when we're grounded and we're in conflict, if we have an opponent or someone, a housemate or a loved one, who comes at us with their stuff kind of blah, vomiting out on you, when you're grounded and you are in your grounded place, then you can really see why your opponent, whoever that may be, or who is sparring with you, might be acting out. And you'll bring that wisdom by you knowing where you are and you being grounded. Then you'll know how to take action. And grounding comes from, look at this self-care she's got going on. I'm sure on the other side she might have a bottle of water, maybe a snack or two, and she is just resting and reclining here, maybe reading a book, getting some insight, maybe looking at some different aspects of herself, maybe doing some journaling, maybe looking within as to if you're feeling combative or if you're feeling like you're lashing out or cranky or whatever. Really look at what's causing that. What's causing that root? What's at the root of this problem that you're bringing? And you need to be in your body grounded so that you're able to be present in the moment, in the precise moment when something might happen, a conflict might come up. So really sitting in that. And then I went to my Divine Action Cards deck, which is a deck that I paint and I channel words, and it's spirit, and I love how these colors go together, although you might not tell here, better here. Notice the signs. Notice the signs. So when we have those signs come up, it really is a dialogue, being in dialogue with your spirit guides or your higher self or with God or however you identify that, to notice the signs. Pay attention to the signs. So when I'm in my grounding mode or when I'm in a meditative mode and I'm resting here, my prayer will often go out to spirit and say, please show me the signs, show me the way so that I have no questions and that I'll just know exactly which way to go. And then I turn it over to spirit and I pay attention to the signs. And signs come in many forms. People reveal who they are by their actions. So pay attention if you are attracted to someone, but they have passive aggressive tendencies, maybe you don't want to be involved with something like that. Like, notice the signs, pay attention to what's being presented to you, and then act accordingly. Oftentimes, you know, Eckhart Tolle talks a lot about the signs. I know I do too. Signs can come in all forms. Signs can come in the form of you're out in nature and you see a feather on the ground and that spirit saying, I'm here. Or for some people, seeing cardinals is a message that your ancestors, your loved one, those who have crossed over are here and present with you right now, because we really don't die. In my opinion, we evolve and we continue on in different planes. So it's interesting to see what signs come up and how you identify with those signs. So taking the time to notice the signs, or notice when you're finding money, if you're feeling lack, and if you program your mind to say, oh, I'm going to find money today, and be aware, look for the money, notice them on the ground. It's like when you have that feeling of you're going to find something. But the deepest, really the best message I can give for you today, and I know I'm going long, but it seems important, is when this duality comes up, check in first and make sure that if you are being presented with something and you are afraid, this conflict can often be inner fear about moving forward in a new direction or in a deeper direction, in a path, on a path you didn't know before. So meditate. That's my answer to everything. All right, my dear. If you're one of my new subscribers, I'm so grateful you're here and I really appreciate you watching my channel. If you'd like to share my videos with anyone who might be feeling they might need a little uplifting or some insight on what's happening to them from a different perspective, please share my videos. I would appreciate it. And as I mentioned, please reach out to me if you'd like an appointment. And I hope you know how much I love you and how grateful I am that you stopped by my channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time.